Hi, welcome to So Many Ships. So in this I discuss how to talk to somebody if you're shy. Part 2. Part 1 I discussed being real with yourself first to even initiate trying to even talk to someone. In part 2, now we're going to figure out where you might have met this someone. So for argument's sake, I have to come up with all kind of scenarios because it could be any individual. So more than likely, you could work with this person, this individual. You could see them every day at work. It could be an individual in passing, going to work. Whether you drive to work, commute, public transportation, bus, train, walking, depending on your community, your area. 3, this person can live in the building or in the community or in your neighborhood or in the block radius down the block from you in another house. 4, nowadays this person could be someone you like on social media. You see on Instagram or Snapchat, or a picture in an individual with somebody on Facebook. So there's all kinds of ways you might have started to like this individual or want to get to know this individual to see if you really like them. Right now, to like a person and not know them would be just off what you physically see. Like the way they dress, like the way they look. Seen them going out to eat or something, or passing by them, whatever reason you like them. Your whole reason is trying to find a way to approach this person, this individual, because you're shy or you just don't know what to say. Well, the key is knowing in what scenario, what situation it's coming from. Whether it's coming from the workplace or whether it's coming from just passing them on outside, seeing them from time to time in the neighborhood or living in the same community. So I have to play out each scenario for you to see which would be the best way for you to approach it, dealing with the scenario it is. So let's start with, for argument's sake, you work with them. You see them. Now we have to determine, work in the same office, work in the same building, do you work just 2 feet from each other in different cubicles, or it depends on how close. Do you just see each other at lunch? Whatever. The key from that would be how you would start off a conversation. Or do you already speak? And is it just good morning or good afternoon or have a good day? Or, So understanding that, because in any scenario, you would have to know how to approach a person nowadays. And I say this with all sensitivity I can. We live in a different time. You do not want to come off as a stalker, as a weirdo. You don't want to make anyone uncomfortable these days. There's so many things going on in the world that people are not, I should say, as approachable as they should be, depending on the circumstances. Like, it's totally different to talk to an individual you see every day at work. You see somebody you pass by in the streets through commuting to work, whether it be train, bus, walking. You guys could leave at 6:37 a.m. in the morning. It's dark out. I don't advise you to be just walking up on any individual, trying to get their attention. I mean, you just never know these days. So, like I said, it just depends on the environment of this actual encounter of where you see this person that you're shy about, that you like. So it can make it easier for you to try to have a conversation or try to approach them, because it's more than just being shy. It's an appropriate time and place to approach any individual, whether you have confidence or you have no confidence. Okay? The key would, like we started, would be to being real with yourself. We got past that. Now, the second thing would be, where did you meet this individual that you see, that you like? And how do we pick a perfect time, or if not a perfect time, just a respectable time and a comfortable time to approach them without making them feel uncomfortable, making yourself feel more uncomfortable, or even making yourself feel even more shy or afraid to even approach them because of the situation. So now we have to figure out a best time and place for you to be able to communicate. Now, my advice, if you never communicated at all with any individual that you ever liked in your life, and this is your first time, and this is the individual you like, my advice would be to start with someone that you might not really like, but just someone to help you start how to approach. So I would choose another individual, just a random individual, to try to, as I would say, practice on how to even speak. Because you can afford to make a mistake with someone that you're not interested in. And although you might feel uncomfortable or embarrassed, it's a lot less embarrassing than making that mistake with someone you are very interested in. So my key, we are going to start off with someone that we're just going to choose randomly to build up, to build our confidence, to break our shyness. Okay? So that's how we would start that. Tune in, subscribe, leave your comments, leave your requests. I'll be back at you.